It was, you know, it was a big deal. In fact, if you look at most movies, even Stagecoach, when you see Andy Devine up there, you'll notice Andy Devine's never really driving the stagecoach. You know, it's always like a process shot going on, and there's a reason for that. Is because handling 6 horses is really, really difficult. It's one of the more difficult things you can ask an actor to do, and they usually don't ask actors to do it because it takes a tremendous amount of training. Because you see it happen all the time in movies. All the time in movies, you see the stagecoach driver just get off the stagecoach and go and get some water or have a little dialogue with this one or have a little dialogue with that one. That would never, ever happen. Their job is to hold on to these 6 horses. There's no little like you take the reins and just wrap it slightly around a tree branch, all right? You're going to keep 6 horses there.
Okay, so what don't you like about John Ford and George Stevens and those?
Well, yeah, George Stevens only did one Western, but I
what,
can't.
Giant?
Yeah, it's a modern day Western,
Right,
Western-esque.
okay,
it's not really a
right.
Western. It's more of
Fair
a,
enough.
it's a soap opera.
Fair enough.
Big Dynasty. All right, but I can't stand John Ford.
I know you can't. I'm trying to find out why.
Yeah. Well, one, I think he was a racist. Okay. He wore a Klan uniform, writing the black subjugation in Birth of a Nation. He's one of the Klan writers in there. And again, just look at John Ford and let's look at William Whitney. John Ford started his career wearing a Klan robe, writing to black subjugation in Birth of a Nation. William Whitney ended his career doing a blaxploitation movie, directing the dramatics, singing "What you see is what you get." Now I know what side I'm on.
Yeah, that's a good question, because for years I didn't like The Searchers. For years I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like Jeffrey. I always liked John Wayne's performance in it, and I even liked John Wayne's racist son of a bitch character. All right, but I didn't like Jeffrey. I didn't like Jeffrey Hunter in it. I just didn't get it. It was like a lot of 50s melodramas of West that I just don't like, frankly. And so I had never understood the high pedestal that John Milius and Spielberg and Scorsese and Schrader have always put that movie up to. I mean, it's actually interesting. The biggest Fordian of them all is Peter Bogdanovich. And he likes The Searchers, but he doesn't like it like those guys do. He spreads it out a little bit more. But then in writing the book, I figured I should watch The Searchers again because I hadn't seen it in quite a long time. I thought I should watch the film again just to bone up on the stories and some of the connections that I'm making between the other movies. And lo and behold, this time I liked it. It was a thing where like this time I kind of got it. I'm still not as into it as these guys are. All right. But I see a little bit more where Scorsese's talking about, especially when it comes to the character, but especially his breakdown of Ethan Edwards that I recite a couple of times. A man who had a great love in him that got stomped out of him. A man who fought, who went away to fight a war that he lost. And I have to say, I did find the community of these white characters, that is what this is about, white manifest destiny, all right? But I did find them sort of touching, actually. And the rituals that they hold on to make themselves human, to hold on to a version of civilization, in this wilderness. Those little square dances that they go to, and everyone kind of knows their spot in it. This is something they took from another place. And I mean, it's quite similar to The Deer Hunter. At the beginning of The Deer Hunter, the way they take this Russian Catholic Orthodox community and stick it in the middle of Pennsylvania and try to make it like nothing's changed. I did find that moving, actually. I found Ward Bond moving in it, and it was those community of characters that I did find moving. I'm still a little more on Scar's side than I am on Jeffrey Hunter and Ethan Edwards' side, and I do not buy that Natalie Wood's Debbie would go back with him. I think, no, she's married to Scar. She's there. And I do wish John Wayne had killed her. Because that's what he was supposed to do, you know, because of this life not worth living defilement by this native. All right, but that is his character. So I don't like it, I don't like it wimping out at the end. But nevertheless, I did find it moving in a way that I was always tone deaf to. And you know, I'm more appreciative of where John Ford was coming from than I had been before. You know, I in interviews was like talking about canceling John Ford before people were talking about being canceled and for their past work. And I realized that that's kind of an asshole thing to do. And you cannot like something. You can find something troubling from a different time period, but that's just the way it is. And that's that movie.